Shanti. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Yuktiyukt actions. After becoming an embodiment of this knowledge, Master Knowledgeful, and a Master Almighty Authority, if you perform any action that is not Yuktiyukt, the bondage of that karma will be multi-million times greater than the bondage of any karma performed on the path of ignorance. Because of this, because a soul in bondage is not free, he is not able to do what he wants. Therefore, perform Yuktiyukt actions and attain liberation. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's day 25. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Today's topic, Yuktiyukt actions. Dilaram Patti, point for practice. The Supreme Teacher, Param Shikshak. Aim without equal qualifications is spiritual fantasy. When tested, you perform at the level of your practice, not your aspiration. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is happy, enjoying your super senses joy. When we are in soul consciousness, the happiness which is experienced is called super senses joy. Because no senses are involved in that joy. Generally, it could be comfort of the skin, it could be taste of the mouth, or whatever. Through every sense organ, there could be happiness. But that happiness is dependent. But this happiness is inner happiness, super sense joy. I like when Baba said that every word of knowledge is like a jewel. It is valuable and you cannot sell it, right? This is for inculcation. And I know that from very beginning, when Baba started giving message, they used to do printing of cards with the gold ink. Baba used to say that Baba's God's versions are valuable, so they shouldn't be in the black ink. It should be in the golden. So that's how valuable. And then Baba said you cannot charge. I know when we came to USA, they keep saying no lunch is free lunch, in the sense that somewhere you have to pay for it. So when they used to call how much the course will cost, and we said no, it's free. And then when we saw that people can't believe, then we start writing is for community service, because we are serving souls, so we will not charge, but it's voluntary. Whatever you want to give, we will not ask you, or you will have to. Even until now, no, people ask you how much we give. Well, it's your own bhavna, because when they do bhavna, the reward is much more. But if they do because they have to pay, it's not coming from pure feelings or love for Baba or love for, whatever we have learned. Baba used to say that you don't give to Baba. So of course we give. But what we give, what we used to waste a lot, right? Go to restaurants, go and just do shopping, keep getting things which we don't even need, right? All that saving. One lawyer came from Junagadh, so he had many habits. So then he started sending contribution. So Baba or sister said, he said, I'm not sending even a cent. Whatever I am sending is what I used to waste. So when we really look at our lifestyle, it has become so simple, and how much we shop now. Before anyone, sisters also, every time some design changes, color changes, oh, we have to get those things and we want to wear same, right? And now we don't look at all that. So all that, you know, people will every 2 days, Sundays, let's go, or buy things, buy the food, don't cook at home. So just imagine when we cook at home, then it's not that much expensive. When you go out, because they have to pay their employees, they have to pay rent, so they have to make profit. Right? So that's why even when we eat out, we forget that it's too much uh, money thing also is involved in that. So whatever we do is our own saving, right? So Baba says, I don't take, but whatever you are not able, whatever you were wasting, now you create your fortune by contributing. So Baba had different principles, right? Today's is about Yuktiyukt action. So once, like in the beginning, we never sold literature, right? So some of the small things we will give free. So people definitely ask how much it is. So Baba used to say, you tell, for poor it is free, and for rich one we suggest them to pay so that we can print more. Then Nima Shanta used to go for shopping, buying for yagya. So Baba told them that don't take free, because it's not one day. If you get free, then next time you will go, that person will think, now I have to give free. So tell that businessman, don't take your profit, give us at the cost price, and you pay that. So yuktis, no, Baba's long-term relationship, and even now I remember that whenever you ask somebody, then you offer money. Can we give this? No, no, we will buy. Then it's okay. Or they ask you, what can we? So some of the centers, they have list on the fridge what they need. Flour is there, we need rice, we need this. And people will look at that list and bring whatever yagya requires. Then sometimes they bring stuff which are not needed or useful. So Baba gave us many, many yuktis in relationship to, it's not I, but it's yagya policies, right? Yagya system. Our Baba is highest. Brahma Baba was so royal that he never asked for anything. But one thing he did first, he surrendered. He surrendered everything. And after that, many, many came who surrendered. So collectively, they were able to take care of yagya expenses. Right? Now, when we came here, when we put Baba's box, now if we write Baba's box, they won't understand. And if we write donation, Dari Janki said, God doesn't want donations. So he said, what should we do? Because we have to, lot of discussion happened. And finally we came with the word contribution. It's more like sayog. You contribute to this task, whatever you want. So now we call it contribution. We don't write Baba's box because again, Baba says, I don't need anything. Right? Baba is not asking you for anything. Sometimes incorporeal Baba says, what do I need? I don't need even flowers. But then when it is yagya, yagya requires, we take service from yagya, so we have to sustain the yagya in whatever we can do it. So these are yuktis. Yukti doesn't mean you are lying. Yukti doesn't mean that, yukti is a method. And I know for so many things we have a lot of discussions, not I decided or no, we discuss and we say what is good for yagya, what is good for public, what words we should speak and how to speak, So all these are, that is why they say that first you are knowledgeful, then you have power of yoga, and then you learn how to be sensibly say something so that the image of yagya and your own image. Once I said, Mama, it's very difficult to tell people. It's like we are asking. And coming from good families, we never ask anything. Mama said, you're not asking. You are helping people to create their fortune. So how we do it? Just in the class say, we are about to do this. This is our next plan. And automatically people will want to know how they can do what is needed, how to cooperate in this task. We did million minutes of act, so many projects, and we didn't had any much funds, but we were able to do by serving properly, and so that their pure feelings emerge for yagya and God's task, right? So even the theme is, they haven't put in English, but Yuktiyukt actions. After becoming an embodiment of the knowledge, master knowledgeful, and a master almighty authority. Keep using knowledge. And master almighty, Baba says that an almighty authority, if you perform any action that is not yuktiyukt, the bondage of the karma, it's interesting, the bondage of the karma multiplies multi-million times more, greater than a bondage of any karma performed on the path of ignorance. That also, how bondage gets created by saying if karma actions are not Yuktiyukt. Because there is some kind of reaction could happen. So when you speak, always remember that I represent Yagya. I represent Baba. It's not just I that I can think, say, or decide. No, it's Baba's Yagya. We are unlimited family. So whatever we do it as a family. So Baba says, because of this, become free from the bondage. Baba says, because of this, the soul is in bondage and is not, Baba says, free. So Baba says that then he is not able to, Baba said, do what he wants. Some kind of bondage make you do certain things. And definitely that's bondage of your own sanskars, right? We want this way, we want, but it's your sanskars, right? So Baba says that therefore perform Yuktiyukt actions and attain freedom. So it's very, very beautiful, but requires some more churning. And of course, whatever things you had been learning as Baba's children, we do that way so that others can also learn and able to follow Baba's Yagya systems. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi. Lovely to see you again. So, look what I got for you today.
Wow.
A beautiful jasmine.
You're
And it
still
finally
getting them.
bloomed. Yeah, it's finally blooming again in the house.
Wow.
So I didn't smell it yet. I'm waiting after Avyakti Parivar. So for you, you can smell now. You can just smell it now. It's for you. You should be the first one to smell it. And it's
Yes.
a very beautiful flower. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful fragrance. Yeah.
And it's a big one. It's a big one today. So
Mm.
happy day. I don't know which day it is. Yesterday was Yellow Day or something like that. I saw the brother from Spain at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was really impressed that he would be at night, sharing with you and spending time. It's very lovely, very good.
Mm. Yeah,
So
because someone
yes.
suggested that why not have different people, and she's organizing and
Mm,
contacting the souls, and she let us know. So we said, why not? Whenever you could get, it's fine. Otherwise, we have fixed days for everyone. Like yours is Saturday, Vodiban is Monday, Shrin is Tuesday, Wednesday is Gayatri Ben. Thursday,
right.
generally, we don't have any. And Sunday, we try to get someone. Mm.
But it's good because we know these brothers for so many years, but
Yeah.
we never have a chance to get close to them. So
Mm.
this was very good to get to know them better. And then, yeah, and the family is, Baba is definitely here, but I find the beauty of the family helps very much as well to
Mm.
expand as well, to feel it's not just here, but it's the world family. So the sign of love to be awake at 2 o'clock. He didn't look like somebody in the middle of the night. He looked very fresh, like a flower.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
true.
listening. I was listening to you and thinking, yes, very often you share about the way the daddies were and Brahma Baba and yourself. Sometimes very wise and very Yuktiyukt is also very good manners. It's like to keep very, very good manners because it's wise, but it's also good manners. And do you think we can some people really learn that, or is it something you come with, from the beginning, or is it really something people can learn? Because I find sometimes over time, either some people have good manners, others don't. And I don't know how we can really teach people good manners,
I think for me it was from the Lokik and then, of course, spiritual. But also, if we look at which we cannot follow because all instruments are not same, but whenever, like when we look at dadis and how caring for each other, caring for their own selves, it's like good manners are kind of etiquette, and especially we Brahmins have much royal than in the Lokik way. But I know in the Lokik family also, they always children to be like or do something which is royalty of the family. So I came with lot of those principles, morality, relationship, lot. And then of course coming to Baba, learning from Baba. Baba, when he used to eat, was such a royal way in silence, slowly, and not like for us as we do sometimes rushingly, and there's not remembrance of Baba. And Baba kept that from very beginning until end. So looking at Baba, our Dadi Prakash Mani was so humble that when ministers will come, governors will come, she will bow to them, and they will bow more, out of respect. And she was able to be with saints and sages very respectfully. So even to be with different people, when you are with, like they said one time, one political person appeared in a gathering, and they all were scared that maybe he has come to campaign. Even if he, even if he has come for that, but what we have to do, very lovefully change the topic and say we are here for this festival, we are celebrating, and bring him into that kind of, and they will do it. So I think that all different people, whether they are religious leaders, they are political leaders, and even in the families, older people, how do you talk to them? And as you said, these are all royal manners. And in golden age, even when we will talk to each other, how we will address each other, you know. So I know that when Sri Krishna is talking to uh, his wife,
Radhe. Um,
no, what was name? Rukmani, or whosoever, he had so many in the beginning, the names
mm,
which are mentioned. So I was one time listening how he addresses his partner was Devi ji. So always say Devi ji. It's like, goddess, and then she will say Swami ji. It's like very respectful word in Hindi. So I think that respect for each other. I always say love, respect, and cooperation are three important qualities. You have love, you have respect for each other, and also you are very cooperative. Mm.
I was just about to ask you, what are the values that really generate the best etiquette or the best behavior in terms of, but I think you just answered respect, love, and cooperation is, making change. But I find sometimes, there's also a difference between the bhavna that comes from bhakti and the real royalty or the real yuktiyukt or the real good manner that comes from gyan or comes from. For you, was there any adjustment? You said you had already learned a lot from Lokik. So how did you adjust? Was there adjustment to be made so it became alokik also qualities?
Mm. I have to recollect, but even now, there was never much awareness of self-respect. And now, because the way we think and the way we act is from that self-respect, respecting others. I remember Chandramani Dadi said one is etiquette and one is really from true love, like talking respectfully, but internally you don't have respect for that soul. So self-respect is one thing I learned was completely new. But also one thing which, of course, we were taught a lot about altruistic service, you really don't want return from people, right? Sometimes there is it's like, there are some souls, they take time to help in yajna. So we keep saying, oh, this one doesn't do anything, this one doesn't do. That's fine, because let their bhavna emerge and they will do it. One time, Dadi Janki asked one sister, she said, Dadi, I have this much in my saving and all that is for Baba. So Dadi said, how much you give every month? I don't give anything. So Dadi said, okay, instead of thinking about all that, but every month at least you should contribute to Baba. Now there are, like for me, my bhavna is that if, I didn't had a job or anything, but of course whatever little I will get, so I will put in Baba's box new notes, no, not old ones. And sometimes when we open the box, it's like people oldest note, or buying fruits for Baba. They look at very cheap ones, and I would say, offer to God. Even you can take little, but then do it in a royal way. So bhavna, offerings, everything was completely different learning. Of course, I did lot in bhakti. And we had a big temple in the home, one big room, different size of idols, different, and the clothes they wear is like our clothes, beautiful. The food we offer them is very, very good. So that royalty was there in bhakti. But when we came to Baba, the pure feelings, if we are offering to Baba, Baba is the one who really will make my treasure store full. So I should have a generous heart and a royal way, even offering bhog. When we make bhog, we should make it with that royalty. So a lot of things are learned when we come to Baba, come to Yajna, which are alokik.
So is it more a question of attitude, you think, than just sanskars? Because some come to Baba without these sanskars. They never had experience of meeting, VIPs or being in a place. For me, when I came to Baba, I didn't know about eating with my right hand.
Oh,
And so, because I'm left-handed, I started eating with my left hand. And everybody told me, no, 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 you should, wrong hand. I said, well, what's wrong with my hand? Why should I eat with my right hand? And so these things I had
yeah.
to learn. I had to change sanskars.
Mm,
But until it made sense,
yeah,
there was no reason why I would do certain things if I didn't understand the meaning
yeah,
of it.
yeah. I know that every family, every culture has different background, and sanskars are formed. Like, when we are cooking, there are some people in between, they taste it from the pot,
Mm.
and we say, but bhog has to be offered. You cannot do that. And I saw so many habits people have with the food. But then I think gradually, as you said, you don't smell before offering, you don't taste before offering. And then people say, but how do we know that there was enough salt? I say, offer it, and after offering, when you are about to distribute to people, then taste it. If there is something less, then put it. Otherwise, if it is less, then everyone's have wasteful thoughts. Today is not enough salt. Today is not enough sugar or too much sugar. So I think that best policy, we had a lot of discussion on that. But you need to taste, otherwise how will you know? So then we said no, offer, and then when you mix it in a whole pot, then before that you taste and see if it's okay. Because sometimes if it's not okay, then in the family there is a lot of conversation about that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely all these things we had to learn. But you know, in Lokics also we had all these kinds of things that they also used to offer in the temple, and then you don't get anything before they offer. And also a lot of respect for seniors, you know. Like in our family, first older people are given food, then children are given, then adults eat, you know, because they said if older people have eaten and at the right time, then children also looking forward for food, and then others will eat, you know. So these are little things. Also, like, you know, when we go to Madhuban, people get in the buses. One time we had to teach them, if you have older people, let them go in the bus first, you know, because some don't and they just get it. Or in the bus, if you are sitting and there is an older person standing next, generally even in the Lokik, they will get up and say, mother, you sit, or sister, you sit. And these days, all this is not there, but I think these are the things which we should adopt also in our spiritual family, you know.
Yeah, there will be a lot of different details we can show. There was one little question I had in mind, or one topic I felt was interesting. And before we leave, I was thinking maybe to see what you think. But, you know, I was listening to many Murlis, and Baba sometimes says, you have to become like the Father, or equal to the Father, but like the Father. Then he says you have to become like a deity. And then he says you have to become master of the world. And so these are not like three easy, it's not like Baba would say, it's not like going to your auntie's home, you know, it's not like these are three very, very big aim. How do you play with this in your head in a sense? Do you pay more attention to become like the Father, more attention to the deity? What does it mean to you to become master of the world? Is it bless you? In India, they say, yeah, I was also sneezing. Maybe it's the jasmine who is making us sneeze. They say in India, when somebody sneezes, a deity is born, right? So maybe we're talking about deities. So how do you relate to these three, you know, becoming like the Father, becoming a deity, becoming master of the world? Is it something that motivates you in the morning to say, oh yeah, let me become master of the world today?
I see all three same, because if I am God's child, all God's qualities are in me, all. But only thing is that because of body consciousness, we lost. And now recognition of soul consciousness plus relationship with God, we are the masters, you know. Baba is knowledgeful, I am master knowledgeful. And Baba is God, and I am goddess, and that is deity. Baba is the bestower of fortune, Baba is bestower of all treasures, and I am also a bestower. So actually all three are same. They're not three different things, because it's I am becoming deity through the studies, no, or Baba has given us aim. But being God's child, one is capital G, Baba, God, and then our gods and goddesses. So it's like I am inheriting, which already I have, but the degrees have to increase, you know, it has to become 100%. But all of us, when we begin, why we really liked all these concepts of deity and God's children, because we have sanskars. If you really look at yourself, not influenced by dealing with external personalities or external circumstances, if you really be yourself, you will find that you will experience all three. You can and constantly feel that I'm not doing anything new, but I'm just what I lost it, I'm reclaiming it.
How do you feel? Maybe last question. How do you feel when you hear that Baba says you are going to become the master of the world? How is it? Because he says sometimes you are good in thinking, but you are lacking experiences. You should be the embodiment of experience. So what would be your experience? I'm master of the world. How does it feel? Or how do you connect with that idea?
See, generally what happens when we hear a word, lot of meaning of that word comes from how it is understood in the world. Here master will be, of course we say we will be sovereigns, and Lakshmi Narayan were the masters of the world. But at this time, because we are serving with Baba, we are helpers of Baba. So it's like we are the masters, masters of the world. Otherwise, why we have to think about world service? Because we are masters, we are ancestor souls or worship worthy souls. So we think about the whole world, right? World transformers. So as you are world transformers, same you are master of the world. So it's really at confluence age. And of course, in golden age, we will be masters in the sense of sovereignty. But confluence age also, you feel master of the world. So because of Baba and the service which we are doing for the whole world, so we are masters. Right?
Mm. That's interesting. That's a new, I never thought of that. So thank you. I would turn on it and think
Mm.
about it. It's good. Yeah, serving the world. So master in the sense we are being with Baba, looking at the whole world. So in that way, that's interesting. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay, time's up, like we say at the psychologist office. So my time is up. Consultation is over.
Okay, Bhumi Ben is showing the Toli. You can.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So,
Toli of nuts, I think they make in Montreal now too. Right.
mhm.
Now they're
We're
making all.
copying. We're copying whatever we see in Avyakti Parivar. We're copying now.
Yeah, I know, because whenever Tolis come from Montreal, oh, I said now the family is making all that, because you
Yes,
have people from different backgrounds. So
different.
mm, that's very good. Yeah.
Good. So thank
Okay.
you, Mani Didi. Have a good
Thank you.
night, and then we'll see you very soon. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone. Good night, everyone in Avyakti Parivar as well.
Om Shanti.